You know, I'm very jealous and bitter that when a man finds any ounce of mainstream success in comedy, they get to date models, actresses, and pop singers. One of my dear friends is arguably one of the top stand-up comics in the world. And for the past year and a half, she's been dating a magician. I was like, okay, you know, no judgment, girl, but is he at least like a good magician? Is he like the best magician? Like how you are one of the best stand-up comedians? I looked that dude up on Yelp, he got 2 stars. That's what being one of the best female stand-up comics will achieve you. A ain't shit magician. See, because when you are a woman with money, power, and respect, your romantic options do not expand. They decline. Now I am told it's because men are threatened by women with money, power, and respect. What you think is gonna happen to you, huh? You think your dick is gonna get acquired in a hostile takeover? I bet most men in this theater have never, ever had your dick sucked by a woman that makes a lot more money than you. And let me tell you something, it is spectacular, okay? It is. It is. Why wouldn't it be? If she got the skills to earn money, power, and respect, you don't think she got good pattern recognition? Those skills transfer. You should feel so lucky, so flattered, so blessed, and highly favored if you ever had the opportunity to get your dick sucked by a woman that makes a lot more money than you. Because out of all the things this important woman could be doing with her valuable time, responsibilities, all the interesting opportunities and deals knocking at her door. But no, she chose to get on her knees and stick your $40,000 a year dick in her mouth. In your Toyota Yaris. But no. None of you, not a single man in here knows what it's like to come on the face of a millionaire. Sure, you've gotten head, but have you ejaculated onto a great American mind, huh? Has your sperm swam in the eyes of an icon, huh? Have you been deep-throated by a voice of a generation? I don't think so. It's highly unlikely that any man in here, well, any straight man in here, knows what it's like to come on the face of a millionaire. First of all, how many female self-made millionaires are there to begin with? And then out of that pool, how many of them gonna let you come on their face? There's 3 of us, okay? Yeah, I don't even know who the other 2 are. You think Ellen gonna let you come on her face? You think Oprah gonna let you go to Montecito and stomp on all her vegetables? I'm scared about giving childbirth, though. I'm very, very scared of childbirth. That's why I'm going to hire a doula. You know what that is? You know what a doula is? That's a white hippie witch that blows quinoa into your pussy to Kaiser Soze all the pain away. A lot of women tried to freak me out. They tried to freak me out about childbirth by saying, Ali, did you know that you're gonna poop on the table? I was like, yeah, I look forward to it. I'm all backed up from holding in my shit at work. I can't wait to cleanse. It makes sense, like that happens because when you're in labor, you push, and your husband will be asked to assist in the labor by lifting up your leg, which subsequently turns into a soft serve lever. You just shit on the floor in front of the love of your life. And just when you think that's enough to make him finally leave you, boom, a baby comes out and he got to stay. That's the real miracle of life right there. I can already see how a child can really take its toll on a marriage because the baby hasn't even come out yet. And I am already so resentful towards my husband. So much resentment, especially when he asks me to do shit around the house. Hey, can you wash the dishes? No! Can you water the plants? I'm not doing jack shit anymore. I'm busy making an eyeball, okay? Are you making a foot? I didn't think so. You changed the channel. I can already see how there's like this crazy double standard in our society of how it takes so little to be considered a great dad. And it also takes so little to be considered a shitty mom. People praise my husband for coming to all of my doctor's appointments with me. Oh my God, I can't believe he comes to all your doctor's appointments. He is so supportive. Guess who else has to go to those doctor appointments? Me! I'm the star of the show. There's nothing for the camera to see if I'm not there. But he's the hero for playing Candy Crush while I get my blood drawn. Meanwhile, if I do mushrooms 7 months pregnant, I'm a bad mommy. You know, I berate my husband on like a daily basis. Partially because I really am mad at him, but mostly out of survival because if he leaves me, I'm fucked. So I have to chip away at his self-esteem on a daily basis to keep him down so that he doesn't believe that he's worthy of another woman's affection and leaves me. I gotta keep him around by keeping him down. People don't tell you about all this shit that goes down with your body when you get pregnant, you know? Your nipples get huge and dark. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they get dark so that the baby can see like a bullseye. So that the baby can find it easier. And then, you know, they get big like fingers, like you owe me money, you. My nipples look like Whoppers now, and naked I look like a Minion. But I'm not gonna be one of those crazy pregnant ladies who tries to get all back in shape right after they get pregnant. No. Hopefully, if you see me in a year, I will have the kind of body where if I do a nude scene on television, people will commend me for being courageous. For doing it. Now that I'm 7.5 months pregnant, my pussy's all wet again. But it's different. It's not like when I was 18 years old when it was like really hot, you know? And I was like, why is it different? And I looked it up and my pussy's all wet again because my body's secreting mucus to protect the baby from bacteria attacking it. That's not the same. When it's straight up soldier glue, when it's Neosporin.
Mortality thing, I don't know why. I think it's because like I had a near-death experience like not too long ago. I almost died. I went running and I hadn't done it in a while. You know, and it was scary. It was touch and go as far as I could tell. It was very close to death. Like, I don't know what you do, but like, I don't exercise that much. I may look like I'm in shape, but I'm not really. I go through long periods of time where I don't exercise at all, and it takes a lot to get me to exercise. I don't know your life or what happens with you, but with me, the exercise thing is like, it's like 3 phases that have to happen before I actually exercise. Like, phase 1, usually it's just me sitting at home, alone, doing nothing, and out of nowhere, I just look down and I go, oh, fuck me. God damn, what the fuck is wrong with me? God damn it, why can't I just exercise? It's bullshit. Like, I gotta get back in shape. I gotta get back in shape. Then some part of your brain is like, what do you mean back? Like, somewhere in my mind, I think that, like, there was a period in time where I was hitting the gym like 3-4 times a week. I was running, hitting weights. I was a little ripped. But in reality, I don't think that time ever happened. I don't think it ever existed. I think it's a mythology I've created for myself to judge myself against when I want to, hate myself because I have a little bit of time on my hands. So that doesn't always get me out. And then there's the next phase, which is you wake up and you're like, the only way I'm going to do it is if I get some new shoes. I got to get new shoes. Those shoes don't even work anymore. I got to get new shoes. You got to get the magic shoes. There's no magic shoes. There's no shoes that wake you up because they put themselves on your feet and started the process. Hey, what's going on? Wait, pants. We need pants. So you get the shoes, you put them in the closet, and you see them when you get your other shoes. And they're sort of like, are we doing it? And you're like, shut the fuck up. We'll do it when I want to do it. That's how I talk to my sneakers. I don't know who you are, your life is. But the way it has to happen, the way it happens to exercise really is like you have to be seized by the need to do it in a moment. Like the spirit has to move you. Just sort of like, I gotta go, I gotta do it now. And you do have to do it right then because that's your portal. That's your window back into doing it. You gotta do it when that hits you. And it hit me. It was 2:30 in the afternoon and it was 102 degrees outside. Now I hadn't run in like 2 years. I didn't let that stop me. I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I can run. So I put on my magic shoes and I grabbed my driver's license for easy tagging. I don't know about you, but I always take the driver's license. I got my iPhone. I'll get outside. I'm like, oh shit, I better get the license. If I go down,